Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Andrea. This is my friend and work colleague Becky. We're from Nottingham, but I'm originally from Llanelli in South Wales.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Caroline. This is my friend Meg, and we're from Cambridge.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Mick. This is my wife Jane. We're from Chesterfield in Derbyshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Blake. This is my partner Richard, and we are from Worthing in West Sussex.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a gout-ridden mad king here to lord it over you, his loyal subjects. It's my Pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to
Familiar lineup today. Three pairs returning. Becky and Andrea, you've got all the way through to the head-to-head. Very well done. Hopefully you can go one step further today. Meg and Caroline, they got knocked out in round one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No,
Ooh. A lot of pressure.
A lot of it.
It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. We also welcome back the mighty beards of Worthing there on podium four. Welcome back, gents. And just one new pair, Mick and Jane.
They seem nice.
I think they do seem nice. They seem fine Chesterfield folk.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Exactly. I've got good news for everyone, though, which is Andrew and Richard failed to win the jackpot last time. Oh. I know, what a shame. Well, like you care. We're going to add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £3,000. There we are. Very well done. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember, the pair that scores the highest each round gets eliminated. That's it. That's the rule. That's basically the rule of the game. So keep your scores nice and low, and you'll be fine. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is cinema. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns emotionless films. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the titles of 7 films. We've missed out one word from each film title, and that word is an emotion. Can you tell us what it is, please? 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 and all to have a go at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, so we are looking for the emotions or moods that are missing from these film titles. Here is our first board of 7. We have got Cape Blank, 1991, Robert De Niro, Jessica Lange. Under Blank, 2000, Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman. Blank and Prejudice, 2005, Keira Knightley, Matthew McFadden. T and Blank, 1956, Deborah Kerr, John Kerr. Blank Gilmore, 1996, Adam Sandler, Julie Bowen. High Blank, 1977, Mel Brooks, Madeline Kahn. And The Blank of the Long Distance Runner, 1962, Michael Redgrave, Tom Courtenay. I'll read those film titles out one last time. Cape Blank, Under Blank. Blank and Prejudice, T and Blank. Blank Gilmore, High Blank, and The Blank of the Long Distance Runner. There we are. Becky, welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Becky.
So I'm Head of Student Services. One of the Heads of Student Services. Here's another.
There's another.
At the University of Nottingham.
How many heads are there in total?
4.
4. When you're not heading up that department of the university, what do you get up to?
As well as yoga, I've got a new little puppy, so I go and walk my puppy.
How old's the puppy?
9 months. Very cute. And I'm not an animal lover at all, and all of a sudden I'm besotted with this little fur bundle.
It happens. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
That's why I'm mentioning him, not my family.
OK. What's the puppy called?
Hello, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. You're a good dog, Ollie. There we are. OK, now, Becky, what are you going to go for on our board?
I'm wondering whether to do a risk. I'm going to go for T and sympathy.
Sympathy, says Becky. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sympathy. Sympathy is right. Oh, look at that. Down it goes to 25. Not bad. Good start to the round.
Great start to the round. Well played. Yeah, they're not related, the two actors. Same surname, but not related.
Sometimes Kerr is pronounced Carr.
I thought it was in case of
yeah.
Deborah. Is it
maybe
not Deborah Carr?
Maybe it is Deborah Carr, yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Meg, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Meg.
So, I am a singing teacher from Cambridge.
Yes. Yes, look at that. Drawing from the diaphragm, even as she announces that. Wonderful. What are the principles of singing, Meg?
Posture.
But you know what, mate? A little bit late.
Yes, posture.
So you need to have a good posture.
Good.
Imagine that there's an invisible thread holding your head up so you can take a really big breath. And breathing is the most important thing in singing.
There we are. What about that? Fantastic posture. What sort of singing do you actually do when you're not teaching?
Mostly folk singing, actually.
Right.
I co-run a folk choir.
That's fun. How many of you are there in the choir?
It's about 40 of us.
That's an enormous folk choir. Very good. Now, Meg, what are you going to go for on this board?
So there's one that I definitely do know, and there's one that is slightly more risky. Let's go for it. I'm going to go for the less safe one. I'm going to go for Cape Fear.
Cape Fear. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Cape Fear. It's right. Down it goes to 56. Not bad. 56 for Cape Fear.
I like that was the risky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original version of that was Robert Mitchum and Gregory Peck, and they actually both have very small parts in this film as well, the Scorsese one.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Jane, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here from Chesterfield. Tell us all about yourself, Jane.
I'm an accountant by trade, but currently I work in a plastics factory doing the office manager, accounts manager.
And what are your interests, Jane?
I like going to the theatre. We like musicals. I like travel. I have 8 godchildren, and their children are a dear passion to me.
Oh.
I love my grand godchildren, as I call them.
Lovely. OK, so, Jane, what would you like to go for on this board?
I think there's only 2 I know on there at the moment, and one's really obvious. So I'm not going to go for that one. I'm going for Happy Gilmore. Happy
Gilmore, says Jane. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore is right. 56 is our high score, and you pass it. There you are. 47 is where you end up with Happy Gilmore. Very well done.
Well played, Jane. Yeah, Adam Sandler as an ice hockey player who becomes a champion golfer. It's a good film, Happy Gilmore. It's very stupid, but it's a good film.
Thank you very much, Richard. Richard, welcome back, Richard.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself.
Well, I'm a co-owner of a gift balloon card stationery shop in West Sussex, near Worthing.
See, I just think that's amazing. I'm just picturing it there. Stormy seas beyond. There you are, turning the thing, saying, sorry, we're closed, to, yes, we're open. Richard, as I came down the line, said hello to everyone, I noticed your beard's got the most incredible sheen. What are you using on that?
Beard oil.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Beard oil.
Also, the sea spray and all of that.
I should think that must be it.
That toughens it up, doesn't it?
That toughens it. I should think it does. Excellent. Now, Richard, this board is all yours. Do you feel like talking us through it and filling in all those blanks?
Do you know what I would love to? And if cinema was my speciality, I would do. Obviously, this third one down is Pride and Prejudice. I'm going to go for the second one down and go Under Pressure.
Under Pressure? Under Pressure for the Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman one. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said pressure. Bad luck. Richard, I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points.
Yeah, worth a crack, though, because, as I say, there's one very obvious one. It's actually Under Suspicion. Under Suspicion. It would have scored you 1 point. Well done if you said that at home. But if you had gone for Pride and Prejudice, it would have scored you 88 points. So actually, you haven't done that much damage, is the truth. The Mel Brooks film?
High Anxiety.
High Anxiety. It's another good scorer. It would have scored you 10. And the bottom one?
Is The Loneliness.
The Loneliness of the Long-Distance Runner. And that would have scored 28.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Becky and Andrea. 25, the best score of the pass. Great start there. Then up to 47, where we find Jane and Mick, our newcomers. 56, Meg and Caroline. And then up to 100, Richard and Blake. So, Blake, you know what we need from you in this next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more film titles with a missing mood or emotion up on the board, and here they are. We have got Blank Management, 2003, Jack Nicholson, Marissa Tomei. Shadow of a Blank, 1943, Teresa Wright, Joseph Cotton. From Russia with Blank, 1963, Sean Connery, Lotte Lenya. Blank and Awe, 2017, Woody Harrelson, James Marsden. Blank Room, 2002, Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker. Shanghai Blank, 1986, Sean Penn, Madonna. And Fist of Blank, 1972, Bruce Lee, Nora Mayau. I'll read those film titles again. Blank Management, Shadow of a Blank, From Russia with Blank, Blank and Awe, Blank Room, Shanghai Blank, and Fist of Blank. There we are. Blake, welcome back.
Thank you.
What's your department then, Blake?
I'm the balloon guy, and I also bake the home bakes.
The balloon guy?
Yeah.
Dogs?
Yeah.
And
Dogs, hats,
dogs,
elephants, you name it.
Oh, now that's fun. That is fun.
And bakes. It sounds like.
And the bakes. What do you bake?
My speciality is probably a very delicious American-style fudge brownie.
OK, Blake, you're on 100. You're the high scorers. We need a low score from you. How do you like this board?
I actually like it a lot.
Oh, good.
I know most of them.
Good.
But considering that I'm from the United States, and this term was very, very widely known, I'm going to go with the 2017 Woody Harrelson, James Marsden film, Shock and Awe.
Shock and Awe. OK, Shock and Awe. You're the high scorers. No red line for you at this stage. Let's see how far down the column we get with Shock and Awe. It's a good score, 25, equaling our lowest score so far. Shock and Awe, 125 is your total.
Very nicely played, Blake. It's given them a chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to play it.
Certainly has. Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Mick, welcome.
Hello.
Great to have you here. Tell us about yourself, Mick.
I'm married to Jane here. We work together. But the same
Hang on, you're also in plastics.
Yes, we are, yeah.
Single use or...?
No, it's multiple use.
See, that's good. That was worrying me. I didn't want to bring it up earlier. Now you've said it. Multiple use. You are welcome in the pointless fold. That's nice. So, yes, which department of the factory are you in?
I haven't officially got a job title. I basically do as required. So I may
do as I'm told.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
factory. Mick, you're on 47. 77 or less is your target.
OK, yeah, I know a few of these. Just trying to work out which one's going to be the best one. I think I'll go for the Jodie Foster one, which is Panic Room.
Panic Room. Jodie Foster and Forrest Whitaker. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Panic Room. Here's your red line, nice and high. It's right, and you're through. Look at that, 52, not bad at all. Takes your total up to 99.
Nicely played. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
2002, goodness me.
2002.
Both noted directors as well, Jodie Foster and Forrest Whitaker, as well as actors. As well as Jodie Foster's surname is an anagram of Forrest Whitaker's first name. And that doesn't happen that often, does it?
Doesn't happen that often. Brilliant. Now then, Caroline, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I work for a conservation charity as a copywriter, and I'm also a massage therapist as well.
How long have you been a massage therapist?
About 10 years.
Oh, I see. Oh, very experienced.
Yeah.
Do you have a consulting room, or do you go around with one of those fun folding beds with a hole in the middle?
I do both.
Ah.
Yeah.
If you've ever got a bit of time off, the folding bed with a hole in the middle, and you've got 2 hours off before your next appointment, do you ever just hop up and just put your head through the hole and have a little sleep?
I have been known to do that,
I would imagine that. I only ask because I can't think of anything more comfortable
They're
than
really,
sleeping
really comfortable,
face down with your head through the hole in the thing. It's just
It
fun.
has been
Try
done.
it. Excellent. Caroline, you're on 56. If you can score 68 or less, you're through to the next round.
OK.
What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Shadow of a Doubt.
Shadow of a Doubt, the Teresa Wright and Joseph Cotton film. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Shadow of a Doubt. There's your red line. It is Shadow of a Doubt, and you're through to round 2. Very well done. Down that goes to 6. Best score of the round so far. 62 is your total.
Yeah, I was sitting there trying to work that one out, and of course it's Shadow of a Doubt.
Shadow
of a Doubt. It's a Hitchcock film, and his cameo in that, he's playing cards. He's got a hand which is 13 spades.
13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13 spades. 13
Good hand.
Ooh. Well, heavens to Betsy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Andrea, welcome back. From Llanelli originally.
I am originally from Llanelli. My mum was really cross because I didn't say Llanelli last time, so I had to remember to get it in this time.
Well done.
So
well,
hello, Llanelli.
Llanelli, hello. We've got Llanelli in a few times
Well
now.
pronounced.
Well, it's not. My wife's Welsh, you see.
Oh.
I couldn't get away with not saying that properly. So, 25 is your score, which means 99 or less keeps you in the game.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just a gimme. Do you want to talk us through the board here?
So I'm not a big cinema person. I assume the top one must be anger management. From Russia with Love. And I think the Madonna one is Shanghai Surprise. Not certain on that, though. I'm going to go for it From Russia with Love.
From Russia with Love. There we are. Now, there's your red line. If you get below that, you're through to the next round. Very well done, Andrea. If you can do that From Russia with Love. And you have done it. Very well done. It's a high score, 87. Couldn't matter less. 112 is your total.
Yeah, well played, Andrea. You were quite right about anger management. That would have scored you 40. You were also quite right about Shanghai Surprise, which is a very low score. I would have scored you 12 points. And the last one on the board, Fist of...
I don't know that one.
Fury.
Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury, and that would have scored 32 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Oh, I'm sorry, Blake and Richard. I'm so sorry. We have to say goodbye to you. It's been fabulous having you on both shows, but I'm afraid we never saw you into the head-to-head, which could have happened this time. Anyway, thanks so much for playing, Blake and Richard. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. Down to three pairs. That can only mean it's round two. Very well done, Caroline, our lowest individual scorer there by quite a way, actually. Very, very strong performance from you. And actually, Meg and Caroline, our lowest combined scorers as well. Anyway, welcome to round two, everybody. Our category for round two today is board games. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Monopoly spaces with 10 letters or fewer as they could. Richard?
Yeah, simply looking for the name of any space on the classic London Monopoly board you can land on whose name has 10 letters or fewer as it's written on the board, please.
OK, thank you very much indeed.
It's a thinker, isn't it?
It's a bit of a thinker.
Yeah.
Becky's having a think.
Yeah, I think I would be if I was Becky. We're going, oh, no, that's... Oh, no.
That's too many.
Oh, that's too many.
Too many. Becky, what would you like to go for?
I'm going to go for... Oh, it might be a bit risky, but go to jail.
Go to jail. Come on, go to jail. Let's see if it's right. It is right. Oh, it's a good answer, Becky. Look at that. 16. Brilliant.
Yeah, 8 letters. It's sometimes nice to go to jail in Monopoly, just to have a bit of time out of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Caroline.
I don't know. I don't really play Monopoly, but I'm going to go for Park Lane.
Park Lane, says Caroline. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Park Lane. Hmm. 46. 46.
Yeah, one of the most expensive roads in London, Park Lane, as well as on the Monopoly board. It used to be a rough track called Tyburn Lane.
Yes, going up to the hanging tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back to London, sort of in the 18th century.
Yeah, not for long, though. Yeah.
Not for long, you're quite right.
Thank you very much. Now, Jane.
Right,
Jane.
I'm going to go for Bow Street.
Bow Street, says
Yes.
Jane. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bow Street. Well, 46 is the highest score, and you pass it. Down goes Bow Street to 18. Look at that. Very well done indeed.
9 letters in Bow Street. There's a place in London which is Bow, and that's got nothing to do with Bow Street.
No.
Bow Street is actually to do with the shape of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because now, obviously, there's been a sort of diffusion of different local Monopoly boards. So a lot of people have Monopoly boards that aren't necessarily the original format. You
Yeah,
now
we used to
get-
play the dog Monopoly board.
Did you?
Yeah, that was fun.
You had Dog Monopoly?
Yeah, dog Monopoly.
That's extraordinary.
And the different kind of families of dogs in the different colours.
Yeah.
It's good.
Interesting.
Go to kennel. I don't remember if it said that, but it was.
Go to bed.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Surely. Surely. Yeah, interesting.
And
But
you didn't buy properties. You weed on them. That was how you. That's how you showed they were yours.
That's nice. That's nice. Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 16, the best score of the past. Becky, very well done indeed. Go to jail. Brilliant answer there. 18 is where we find Jane and Mick. And then up to 46, Caroline and Meg. So a little bit ahead there, Meg. Let's have a nice low score from you in the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Mick, remember, we're looking for any space on the Monopoly board with 10 letters or fewer in its name.
I will go for super tax.
Super tax. Half a noise from the audience there. Super tax says, Mick, here is your red line. Let's see if you can get below that with super tax. How many of our 100 people said it? Is right. Oh, that's good, Mick. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 5. Look at that. 23 is your total.
Beautifully played. Very well done. Super tax. 8 letters.
OK, now, Meg, you're the high scorers still, so we need a low score from you.
Well, I've not played Monopoly in about 15 years, but I do remember there being waterworks, so I'm going for waterworks. I've counted, it's 10.
Oh, sailing close to the wind there, Meg. OK. No red line for you as you're the high scorers, but waterworks. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said waterworks. Not bad at all. 20 for waterworks takes your total up to 66.
That's a scary one to go for. How many times did you count that?
At least 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, waterworks. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Andrea, this is exciting. 49 or less keeps you in the game. Have you got a good one?
I've got 2 V's. I've got Vine Street and Vauxhall. I'm going to go for Vine Street and hope that that's there.
Vine Street. See, Becky's obligingly wearing a sort of Vine Street coloured top there.
Am I?
think.
I bet she's rolling her eyes
yeah.
there, are you? No? No?
Vine Street, there's your red line. Can you get below that red line with Vine Street? Let's find out. It's right. You've done it.
Oh.
Very well done indeed. Down you go. Oh, look at that, down to 18. Absolutely fantastic. Takes your trip up to 34.
Yeah, named after a pub called the Vine Street. It's also the home of one of the first Metropolitan Police stations, Vine Street Police Station. Vauxhall wouldn't have scored you 18. Vauxhall would have scored you 100 because it's not on the board. So you chose well. You chose very, very wisely.
Goodness me.
OK, we'll do the top 3 in a minute, but I'll go down in order. Bond Street would have scored you 30. Piccadilly, that's a risky one, that's 10. 25 for that. You'd have got 20 for Chance. You'd have got 18 for Go, 17 for Euston Road and Whitehall. You would have got 15 for Strand, 6 for Income Tax, and the best answer, 1 point for In Jail. In Jail would have been 1 point. Yeah. Let's take a look at the top 3, though. The ones that most of our 100 people said when we gave them 100 seconds online. Pall Mall would have scored you 38. There's Park Lane with 46. And top of the shop, Mayfair on 60.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well, here we are at the end of our second round. We have to say goodbye to another of our returning pairs. I'm so sorry, Meg and Caroline. Brilliant performance in round 1. But I'm afraid round 2, yes, I'm afraid the old Monopoly question. It floors the best of us. But it's been lovely having you with us. Thank you so much for playing, Meg and Caroline. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Mick and Jane, Becky and Andrea. You're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for that jackpot, which currently stands at £3,000. And you play as teams now. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Can I just say, Andrea, I've just realised the pattern on your dress is sort of like 2 Ronnies.
Oh.
It's good.
I've never thought of that before, but now you say it, yes. I'm in a two Ronnie's dress.
It's your two Ronnie's dress. Fantastic. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns people with theatres named after them. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 famous faces now. They've all had a theatre named after them somewhere in the UK, but who are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 people who've had theatres named after them, and they are... A... B... C... D... and E. There we are. 5 people who've had theatres named after them. Mick and Jane, you're going to go first, so feel free to confer.
Do you know John Gielgud's he's Larry, isn't he? Do you not know CRD? We'll have to go for John Gielgud then.
After a brief discussion, we'll go for B, which we believe is John Gielgud.
B, John Gielgud, say Mick and Jane. OK, now, Becky and Andrea, over to you. Talk us through, you can talk us through all of them.
OK, A, Laurence Olivier. I think C is Sue Townsend, but we're not sure at all, are we?
Oh, or E is John Mills.
Should we go for John Mills? It's up to you,
I didn't know E, but you knew E.
I didn't know E, but you knew E.
And how certain of C are you?
I'm not certain, because I've never heard of this. Sorry, you know.
No, listen, you take your... I said confer. I walked into that one.
John Mills. Should we do John Mills?
Yeah, OK. We're
going
to go E, John Mills, and she'll kill me if that's wrong.
For what it's worth, I think that was the right choice, but we'll see, we'll see. Mick and Jane have gone for John Gielgud for B. Let's see how many of our 100 people said B. B is absolutely right, 35. 35 for Gielgud. You have gone for John Mills for E. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said John Mills. John Mills is right. It's got to beat 35. And it does. Very well done indeed. 30 for John Mills. Very well done indeed. That means after one question, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, the Gielgud Theatre in London, of course, the John Mills Theatre is in Ipswich. We'll fill in this board. We'll leave C to the end because C is a pointless answer. A, it is Laurence Olivier. I think because it's an older picture, actually it scores fewer points than 30, just 21 points for Laurence Olivier. D
is Harold Pinter.
It is Harold Pinter. Would have scored you 1 point as well. It's a terrific answer. One of our 100 said Fred Dinage, who should have a theatre named after him.
Yeah.
And C is a pointless answer. Very well done at home. Or say you're from Leicester.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sue Townsend.
It's Sue Townsend.
Would have added £250 to the jackpot as well.
Oh, very well done.
It would have been
indeed.
a very, very brave choice to go for it.
Yeah, that brave.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Now, Mick and Jane, you have to win this one to stay in the game, but Becky and Andrea get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question is all about royal things. Richard.
5 clues now to things that have the word royal somewhere in their names.
Thanks very much. Let's reveal the 5 royal clues, and here they come. We have got Christmas carol, traditionally sung first during the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols at King's College, Cambridge. Name of the influential golf club founded in St Andrews in 1754. The 1964 play by Peter Schaffer that dramatises the Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire. Substance secreted by worker bees and fed to queen bee larvae. And creeping plant of the mint family used in herbal medicine. I'll read those again. Christmas carol, traditionally sung first during the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols at King's College, Cambridge. Name of the influential golf club founded in St Andrews in 1754. The 1964 play by Peter Schaffer that dramatises the Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire. Substance secreted by worker bees and fed to queen bee larvae. And creeping plant of the mint family used in herbal medicine. There we are. Becky and Andrea will go first.
Do you not know the... Yes, I knew that
I
one.
can't write name of the golf club.
I don't know it.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, it is. We do that.
OK.
Yes, we do the...
All right, we'll have to go with the fourth one down and say royal jelly.
OK, royal jelly, say Becky and Andrea. Now then, Mick and Jane, it's over to you. Can you talk us through that board?
The top one, we think, once in Royal David City.
Yeah.
The golf club, I'm not a big golf fan, but it's something like Royal and Ancient, something like that.
We'll see now.
Yeah.
Their answer is going to be less than once in Royal David City.
What are we going for?
Let's go for your risky one. We've got to.
The Royal and Ancient. that one.
Yeah.
The Royal and Ancient.
The Royal and Ancient,
We've
say
got to
Mick
try.
and Jane.
Yeah.
Let's see it, worth a punt anyway. So
Yeah.
we've got Royal Jelly and the Royal and Ancient. Becky and Andrea have gone for Royal Jelly for the substance secreted by worker bees. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Royal Jelly. It is Royal Jelly. And that goes down to 45. That goes down to 45. Mick and Jane, meanwhile, have gone for the Royal and Ancient Golf Club in St Andrews. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It is the Royal and Ancient. Very well done indeed, Mick.
done.
And that wins you the point. Back in the game. Down to 13. Great score as well. Which means after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
This is a very good head-to-head, very well played there. It is the Royal and Ancient. Funnily enough, the top one would have won you the point as well, once in Royal David City. Yep, would have scored 38 points. Do you know the play? Not heard of it myself.
No, I'm not sure I have.
It's the Royal Hunt of the Sun. Would have scored 2 points. And the creeping plant?
I tried it. Is there something called a penny royal?
There is.
Penny royal,
And it is the answer to this.
There we
Even
are.
better.
Yeah.
And penny royal would have scored you 8 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So here is your third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Decent jackpot, so best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about culinary nuts. Richard.
Yep, we're going to show you the names of 5 of those nuts on the board, but they are in the form of anagrams, I'm afraid. Can you unscramble them? The team that gives us the lowest answer is going through to play for the jackpot.
Thanks very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 mixed nuts. And here they are. We have got Lawton, Go King, Zeal Hunt, Tuned Clan, and Et Pun. I'll read those again. Lawton, Go King, Zeal Hunt, Tuned Clan, and Et Pun. Mick and Jane, you're going to go first.
We will go for hazelnut, the third one down.
OK, you're going to go for hazelnut. Now, Becky and Andrea, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
We know walnut at the top, we know peanut at the bottom,
And we knew hazelnut.
and we knew hazelnut.
What we're going to go with, peanut or walnut then?
We go with walnut.
You're going to go with walnut. So we have got hazelnut and we've got walnut. Mick and Jane have gone for hazelnut. Let's see how many of our 100 people said hazelnut. Down to 54 hazelnut. Zeal Hunt. Becky and Andrea have gone for Lawton walnut. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Oh, 79. Very well done indeed, Mick and Jane. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, there were 3 big scorers up there. Peanut wouldn't have seen you through. Peanut's a big scorer as well. We scored 84, biggest scorer of all. Now, Go King, people who eat Japanese food a lot might know this one.
Ginkgo. Ginkgo. I know how to pronounce it.
Ginkgo nuts,
Ginkgo.
yeah.
Ginkgo.
And that would have scored you 4 points. Now, this bottom one, the word nut is in it. 1 point. Very well done at home. If you said candle nut.
Candle nut.
Candle nut. Also known as
Never heard of it, but...
Well, you have now.
Wow. There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. I'm afraid the pair leaving us at the end of our head-to-head round, Becky and Andrea, again, head-to-head. 2 in a row. I mean, I'm so sorry.
No, we've had a lovely time.
Well, so have we. It's been lovely having you here. Thank you so much for playing. I'm sorry you didn't get a sniff at the Pointless Trophy, but you played incredibly well. Becky and Andrea.
Thank you.
But for Mick and Jane, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Mick and Jane. You've seen off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy.
Yes.
You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,000. Well done. Really impressive. And it's moments like that Royal and Ancient moment where you just think, this is a good pointless partnership here. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Musicals, football, reality shows, maybe. What about you?
Anything, really. Whatever's there, we'll take it on.
OK, I like that attitude. Good luck. Well, the 4 things are going to appear on this board. Let's hope something appeals to you. Today's selection is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Portuguese football, astronauts, non-Harry Potter films by Harry Potter stars.
Astronauts. Do you think?
Yeah, to be honest, I grew up with the space race, so the 60s and 70s. So I'm slightly tempted by astronauts, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think we should go for astronauts. Yes.
Nothing else. Let's do astronauts, yes, please.
Astronauts. Here we go.
I tell you what a class act Mick is. He's literally going. He's looked at that going, right, I definitely want to do astronauts. He's going, anything else take your fancy there? And Jane is no fool. She's going, I think we'll do astronauts. Looking for any of the following 3, please. The first one might not suit you, but the second 2 might. So we're looking for the cast of the 2018 film First Man, according to IMDb. We are looking for any astronaut who has been inducted into the US Astronaut Hall of Fame as of March 2019, and the countries that have been represented on the International Space Station by the end of 2018, please. So we're looking for the cast of the 2018 film First Man. We are looking for any astronaut who has been inducted into the US Astronaut Hall of Fame and the countries that have been represented on the International Space Station. Wish you the very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. As always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just 1 answer to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Astronauts in the Hall of Fame.
Apollo 13 guys, Jim Lovell.
Yeah, but they're not going to be pointless, are they? Fred Hayes might be.
Conrad Bean.
Oh, who's that?
Conrad Bean. That's the name I remember.
What about any of the other Apollo?
Buzz Aldrin.
No.
Michael Collins.
Michael Collins.
Yeah.
Who was that Bean?
Conrad Bean.
I've never heard of him.
And there was
Conrad Bean.
Ed White. He's another one.
Conrad Bean, Ed White.
Yeah.
And what was the other one you said? Fred Hayes.
No, not Fred Hayes. Michael Collins.
Michael Collins.
Yeah. Should we try those?
Yeah. They seem all right.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get any better, so we'll...
They seem fine to me.
Stopping the clock. OK, there we are. Let's dive straight in. So tell me those answers again.
We're going for Michael Collins.
Michael Collins.
Conrad Bean.
Conrad Bean.
And the other one was Ed White.
Ed White.
Ed White.
That's
and
it.
They're all in the middle category, astronauts
Yes.
in the US Astronaut Hall of Fame. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
Well, seeing as Jane had never heard of it, I'll probably go for Ed White.
OK, Ed White we'll put last.
I've not heard of Conrad Bean either.
Least likely to be pointless?
Conrad Bean.
Conrad Bean we'll put first, and then...
Michael Collins.
Michael Collins goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Conrad Bean, Michael Collins, Ed White. From where I'm standing, they look like fantastic answers, but obviously I know nothing. One of those could be pointless and could win you that jackpot. What would you like to do with £3 grand? What a nice prize to be taking home.
Oh, definitely towards a holiday. Yeah, we enjoy travelling.
Very good. Mick, how about you? Anything you want to add to that?
It's just travel and just enjoying ourselves, really.
Well, fingers crossed. Let's hope one of these answers will win that jackpot for you. In all 3 cases, we were looking for astronauts in the US Hall of Fame. Your first answer was Conrad Bean. This is the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. But if Conrad Bean is pointless, you leave with £3,000. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Conrad Bean. Oh, no. Looks like Beanie didn't make the cut-off. Didn't make it into the Hall of Fame, I'm afraid. OK, let's not dwell on that. Let's move on to your second answer, Michael Collins. Again, we're looking for astronauts in the US Hall of Fame. If Michael Collins is pointless, £3,000 will be yours. How many people said it? Michael Collins. It's right. Conrad Bean was an incorrect answer. Michael Collins now takes us down through the teens, and we're into single figures. Down we go with Michael Collins, still going down to 2. OK. Let's turn to your third and final answer. Ed White. Everything is now riding on your third and final answer, Ed White. If Ed White is pointless, you leave here with £3,000. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Ed White. It's right.
Come on.
Well, Michael Collins took us all the way down to 2. Will Ed White take it one step further? Down we go into single figures. We're still going down, still going down. We're passing 2. Very well done. Brilliant. Very well done. Fabulous. Very well played indeed. Congratulations, Mick and Jane. Ed White was a pointless answer. You are leaving here with that jackpot of £3,000. Well done.
That was beautifully done. Well done. We love seeing the pointless answer one on a bit of specialist knowledge as well. That's terrific. Not Conrad Bean, Alan Bean was a pointless answer. And you were thinking, I think you were thinking between Ed White and Fred Hayes. Now, Fred Hayes is an answer as well, would have scored you 1 point. So well done, Ed White. Shall we take a little look at the pointless answers in the different categories? We'll start with the cast of First Man, which is a very good film, if you've not seen it. Kieran Hines, Lucas Haas, Olivia Hamilton, Patrick Fugit, everyone pointless apart from Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy, Corey Stoll, Jason Clarke and Kyle Chandler. Everyone else is a pointless answer. If you like astronauts, it's a very good film. First Man, really worth watching. Now, let's take a look at some more of those astronauts, shall we, in the Hall of Fame. Edgar Mitchell, there's Michael Fole. Now, Pete Conrad, who was, he's the answer to my favourite ever quiz question, which people always get wrong, which is who's the third man to walk on the moon? People always say Michael Collins, but it's Pete Conrad. And Sally Ride, also a pointless answer. Everyone there pointless apart from Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, John Glenn, Alan Shepard, Gus Grissom, Jim Lovell, Michael Collins, Fred Hayes and Gene Cernan. Everyone else is a pointless answer. Now, those countries that have had astronauts on the International Space Station, 5 pointless answers here. Belgium, Denmark, Malaysia, South Korea and South Africa was the other pointless answer there. Very well done if you've got any of those at home. And congratulations in the studio. Great work.
Thanks very much, Richard. And thanks once again to our winning players, Mick and Jane, who take away today's jackpot of £3,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.